So today I thought we'd do a quick tour of Debbie's plot. I don't look after this plot, this is Debbie's plot, but I do the planning of most of it. So yeah, so what have we got down here? This is just like a little flower border, and those are the artichokes which we've just cut off, so we'll start harvesting the tubers pretty soon. And these are all apples and gooseberries and things down there. We've got some fennel, and then quite a nice bed of colettes. And we're taking these leaves, the young new leaf growth, not too many leaves off each plant, you know, maybe just one plant a week, something like that. So one leaf off each plant each week. And I've started harvesting the colettes. They've gone a bit wild on these plants, which is a bit strange really, because on my plants they've hardly started growing at all. But anyway, they're really nice to have. And we did have red cabbages down there, and we did have red cabbages and calabrese down here. And we've got herb beds here, and then we've got red cabbages and kale there. More herbs here, a bit overgrown, and more herbs down there. Last of the sweet corn that we haven't taken out and composted yet. And we had some calabrese and cauliflowers down there. We've got strawberries there. So we've got more colettes here, and the rhubarb, which is just starting to die back there. And then this little bed, which has got calabrese in it, and they got really badly eaten, as you can see, but actually there are little heads coming, so we will get a little bit of a harvest. And that little cauliflower, which is a beauty, albeit very, very small. So as you can see, Debbie's just in the process of weeding, and this is kind of what happens if you don't keep on top of mulching your wood chip paths. You do get quite a lot of weeds, and of course these are no dig beds, but you know, no dig beds still get plenty of weeds blowing in from neighbouring plots, and yeah, it's quite a pain. Raspberries across here, asparagus here. Debbie can afford to leave her asparagus in. I've taken mine out now because on her plot she's not really shading anything much really, because the main thing that's being shaded is the yacon. But as you can see, we had a frost a couple of days ago, and the yacon is the most sensitive thing to a frost, you know, but it was only a light frost, and as a result some of these lower down leaves seem fine, but some of them obviously caught it. And yeah, I don't know when we'll have the next frost, but right now we're leaving it in, although last year we left it in too long before harvesting the tubers. This year we'll make sure that we probably harvest the tubers sometime in November, just in case we get a really cold spell again. And then we've got all pear trees and plum trees and things down here. That one's lost all its leaves. That's a plum tree, yeah. And then we've got a bit more kale, currants of various different colours, figs, apples, and then down here we did just have the beetroot. So I'm leaving this bed clear in the plan because I'm going to put, what am I putting there? Shallots in those two beds, Golden Globe and Red Sun. And then just under there we've got another little herb bed. So it's a pretty productive little plot. I think it's under half the size of my plot, and they've got a bit of rhubarb at the back there. I've got some more trees down the back here, and some globe artichokes at that end. And then the hedges are hazel hedges. We haven't had any hazelnuts off them yet, but they do grow pretty prolific. So Debbie's intending to keep them at sort of 4 or 5 foot high, and obviously they're a lot bigger than that now. And they've got a hazel hedge down at this end as well, which is slightly better trimmed, but again, we need to bring the hedge trimmer down here and get it trimmed off. So I think that's Debbie's plot. It's not looking bad, is it?